Hello friends, 750 days of war. As I have been doing, we will start from the southern war zone. On Kherson front, Krinky bridgehead is held by Ukrainians even though the area it holds is very small. On Zaporizhia front, towards Robotyne, fight all along continues and also towards Robotyne-Verbov borderline. Russian army has advanced little bit towards Verbov direction. In Rimivki salient, battle level is intensified in recent last few days towards Shevchenko, Urozhain, Staro-Mayorsky line. No changes of actual line of control between the two armies. In north towards Kupiansk, Russian army made some gains near Sinkivka again, and in southern part of Kharkov front, Russian army has been steadily making gains towards Terny and Yampol-Lovka, and now it has reached on the outskirts of Terny. In east towards north of Soledar-Siversk direction, no changes. On Bakhmut front, Ukrainians' reinforcement has slowed down. The Russians advanced towards Chasiv. However, Russians have made some gains and captured hills between Krasnoye and Bogdanovka. They also advanced north of Klishivka in the southern flanks of Bakhmut. Avdiivka front, northwest and west of it towards Berdichi, Ukrainians reinforcements have brought a standstill on the front while Russians have made gains towards Orlovka and Tonenko. In south, after having captured Nevelsky, Russians have made good gains towards Pervomaisky and almost advanced 1 kilometer. Now they are in the center of the establishment. Marinka front, on the west of it, Russians made good gains towards Zorzivka, and in north they advanced 150 meters towards Krasnohorivka. South of Marinka, Russians made some gains towards Novomykhailivka from both south and north. Interdiction missions. Ukrainians have been using UAVs recently and have hit many Russian Federation's regions, attacking energy and fuel infrastructures on wide scale. Russians are continuing their interdiction missions like hitting Ukrainian targets in Odisha, Dnipropetrovsk and other regions using both missiles as well as drones. Palestine Israel Middle East, in South Gaza, IDF is striking RFA but at low intensity. On Hezbollah direction, both are interchanging shelling in heavy numbers. US-UK attacked Houthis in Al-Hodada, and a report says that Houthis tested a hypersonic missile successfully. It's a surprise for me. Analyzing few of the Russians' interdiction missions and other acts in the war, like destroying Ukrainians' HIMARS, 2 Archer system, and also it seems they knew in advance that Ukrainians are likely to attack in Belgorod and Kursk region and frustrating their advance prematurely, indicates that the Russians' intelligence gathering services have increased many folds. It may be due satellite, maybe their spy networks inside Ukrainian territory or whatever. In another interview, Putin has said that Russia is prepared both militarily and technologically for a possible nuclear conflict. He further said that in case USA experiments on nuclear weapons, Russia too will not be behind. And this is now direct threat or warning, whatever one may like, to the USA, the imperialist power behind all the wars in Ukraine and elsewhere, including in Philistine land, that in case you do not stop and continue forcing Russia to a situation where there is threat to its very existence, Russia will not shy away from using nuclear war system, including nuclear weapons. If that happens, it may not take a long time for the world to face total destruction, and our worries about climate destruction and crisis will be over much before it reaches to the tipping point. From India, where election is forthcoming in 2 odd months, situation is deteriorating socially, economically, politically. After Supreme Court ordered State Bank of India to make electoral bonds, which was hidden, public, which will expose the alliance between the political parties and the industrialists and capitalists. And also after the promulgation of CAA, that is Citizenship Amendment Act, which discriminates Muslim from rest of the population and may make millions of people unfit to vote in the forthcoming election. Also, Bombay Stock Exchange saw a heavy drop yesterday, almost 1.2 to 1.5%, wherein the shareholders lost more than 0.14 billion Indian rupees, a heavy losses. Well, that brings an end to my talk today, friends. See you tomorrow. Thanks.